the gangster culture. Yeah.
Father, know that. Thank you. Oh, by the way, why you open that? Look, 101, Maduro signed it. Maduro, 2nd of April, Venezuela forever. 6'9".
Yeah, that's some top boss in the joint. Modorello. Yeah, we heard his name. We heard his name in the news. That guy 6ix9ine mentioned. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so he got some blessing from some big chief. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a good look. And he look fresh and clean. He look healthy. You know, he be eating good in that place there, you know? I hate those prison sweater, man. Them prison sweater be just looking dry.
I woke up this morning, was born out in Kingston and leaving Jamaica abroad, not to England.
This is my page, and the first post here you see in. Look a nigga stop talk. Pussy them a keep a axe off in a frag of me dog them fully advanced. Black money, black card, rich like who little nigga stop talk. Pussy them a keep a axe off in a frag of me dog them fully advanced.
Excellent process.
Yeah. One bag of money. Yard one a foreign. Give him a little bird can't team some stay same way like me daddy. Black money, black card, rich like who little nigga stop talk. Pussy them a cap a axe off in a frag of me dog them fully advanced. Black money, black card, rich like who little nigga stop talk. Pussy them a cap a axe off in a frag of me dog them fully advanced. We advance academically and professionally, extraterrestrially and even medically. Sell we to everybody, take the molly, super fragically, list PSPally, sexually, get the dolly ben reality. In every alley, genitally make Beverly see. Up high do nally, then be clarin and them off me. No go tell Rivali, anti-valley no mediocrity. Black magic, watch fraud. Get a black puss with a black dog. A mad sus, when mad dog. I they left a bad push with the cash card. Black money, black card, rich like who little nigga stop talk. Pussy them a cap a axe off in a frag of me dogs them fully advanced. Black money, black card, rich like who little nigga stop talk. Pussy them a cap a axe off in a frag of me dog them fully advanced. Yes, that's right there. You see me? Tough a lie, bad. Yeah, my people, yeah, mad thing. We've got 6ix9ine on the line. He's free, y'all. You get what I'm saying? 6ix9ine Tekashi. Free. He's been free. A free man today. And what had happened is he had violated his probation, right? And I want to bring this to y'all because, you know, it's shiesty season every summer and every spring and autumn and winter, you know, so it's the shiesty season and shiesty bringing the prison, the real criminal thing to life, you know what I'm saying? So he has pulled, Poo Shiesty have managed to pull the biggest move ever in history of the rap game, black culture. Yo, this shit is crazy what Poo Shiesty did. You know what I'm saying? So everyone have their eyes on all these prisoners who is free from who is going in, first day out and first day in. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to 6ix9ine though, even though I really fuck with Durk and them and the old Blackians, you know, FYBG main and all them guys, you know what I'm saying? So I don't have nothing against 6ix9ine Tekashi, but you know I'm a loyalist. I'm a loyal MFKR, you know. And this is how I would ride for 6ix9ine if I was on his side. to begin with. You know what I'm saying? 6ix9ine had blessed me up on Instagram just before he got famous, and I speak about this before. You know, on my Instagram, on my first Instagram account, right? But I had deleted it, and that was like in 2017, 2018. You know, I was uploading a lot of music. I was living in the studio at that time, but now that producer is in Guyana, and he ran off with a lot of my music. You know, I can't get in contact with him or anything, but you know, I was working hard in the studio back then. That producer alone have a like 500 songs for me. I have over 500 songs because I was keeping a tab on them. And like the first time I had started to record it for him, like the first batch of song I had recorded with him was like 19 songs. You know what I'm saying? And then I just started working like 4 songs a day. I started to compose and record them same time. I was working frivolously in that studio. You know what I'm saying? You'll see my work ethics when it comes to music, because music isn't hard. From I hear the beat, my subconscious mind is already trained to learn how to drop words in between all of those um changes and those space of the beat. So it's like that's what makes my style impeccable and original. You know what I'm saying? How I've programmed my subconscious mind. And I speak a lot about the subconscious mind with the conscious mind on my channel. So if y'all want to hear more about that, just make sure y'all subscribe, or you know, just like a few of the videos so YouTube can keep my videos in your feed and be recommending them. You know what I'm saying? So with 6ix9ine being freed now, this is similar to what I see Poo Shiesty and Big 30 going through. You know, probably a little more you know, more serious than 6ix9ine, because 6ix9ine, he's on some serious restriction, you know, from his first big court case that he had, you know, got freed from serving like a life sentence, you know, and he had ratted on a lot of people. And I understand his case because, you know, the rap industry had dealt with his situation hypocritically, you know what I'm saying? Where we see where they friend people or befriend people who snitched while they hated on some who snitch. So it's just like with Jamaica, how Jamaica, they have so much vengeance against artists who like, yeah, so as I was saying was that, you know, like here in Jamaica, it's the same level of hypocrisy. Like if you look at that little waste punk who call himself the viral king, the delusional footer hype, aka father corruption, right? Who he is very hypocritical, just alike, and probably not the worst, because there's worse, you know what I mean? Who, including him, right? Footer hype. He bring down coffee. He tore her career down to the ground, saying that she was a part of the LGBT agenda, right? And he ripped apart, or he tried to rip apart, what's her name, Lila Ike career, accusing her of the same thing. But yet still, we caught Footer hype showing Alkaline a lot of respect, right? And we all know what Alkaline is famous for, right? And all that he had admitted to. Okay? So people are very hypocritical. And they try to tear down Vibes Cartel with rumors and speculation tying him to the LGBT thing, right? But yet still, they all cheer Alkaline for, you know, singing about the disgusting thing that they all hated other people for. You know what I mean? So it's always some hypocrisy and hypocritical people where try bring down, you know, a certain and selective. They have this selective hate, who them choose for hate and who them choose for like, doing the same thing. You understand? So that is what we see with Tekashi 6ix9ine, you know, with and the rap industry who had came against him, all who had came against him, like the 21 Savage, the Meek Mills, you know, him and Meek Mills went to keep going at it like a whole lot of time, you know. Sometimes the beef be dying down, but shit, it ain't never over. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, words by the great Julio, rest up, my bro. Bad bro, Julio. Jacksonville, Grim Reaper. They call him the Jacksonville Grim Reaper. So yeah, I'm aware of the hypocrisy they used against Tekashi 69, you know. But I be fucking with Dirk them and the G Herbo, the Poo Shiesty, the Big 30, rest up Young Dolph, you know what I'm saying? The Kanye West is my boy. We see his success on his big the turnout at his show, his big concert. He be walking on top of the world, you know what I'm saying? Big show. I see my Jamaican fellows be broadcasting it on their channel, on their YouTube space here, you know what I mean? And it's a good look because now Vibes Cartel caused us all to be watching these sold out arena shows and looking forward for dancehall to expand, you know what I mean, in the foreign spaces internationally, and even locally with those major turnout. And we're seeing Vibes Cartel had crazy people flew in to appear at his show and to support his Freedom Street concert. The airport was blockage, traffic. No, there was problem, you know what I mean? And there was no gratitude from our prime minister or the major minister to show Vibes Cartel. Look, we love what you do. You brought a lot of people in our country, and that is the hypocrisy again. And we seen it with Alkaline because Vibes Cartel sold out Barclay back to back to back. And Alkaline, who just did it his first time after Vibes Cartel had opened the portal for it to be possible, they gave Alkaline some key for some bush. You know what I mean? But that's okay. That's cool. We are here. We're witnesses and living proof, and we shall spread the message throughout the world. And hypocrisy is a big thing throughout every aspect of life, in the workplace, in the homes, in the rap industry, as we see everywhere. You know what I mean? So you got to have good people like me, and that is why we stand on the grounds of promoting to be good, to do the right thing, because evil people will allow all the good deeds to go unnoticed, and we can't allow that, right, as good beings. So being a Lil Durk fan, I'm still being fair because I like to be fair, and it's the only way we should be fair and honest, right? Even with our enemies sometime. And then, I'm gonna get into this right now because we seeing J. Cole, who is known as a good dude, but more on the softer side, the weaker side. He hasn't developed the strength and courage he need to be that great, because there's no great man who is going to be considered to be great and being weak at the same time. All great men have to be strong and courageous and display honorable characteristics, you know what I mean? Yeah, bravery and camaraderie, you know what I mean? So that is what J. Cole has been lacking. And we see that's how a lot of fans are. That's why they be hating on Vibes Cartel, because he be beating his other competitors silly to sickness. And then all the fans be crying because their artists that they're fan of be losing out. We have Skipper crying, you know, all these people. So let's get into this. We see 6ix9ine being freed up right now out of the pen for violating his probation. And as I said, this is what similarly Poo Shiesty and Big 30 and the other what is it, 7 who have been arrested gone. They're gonna make it out very soon. The most I'm expecting for them to serve is a 5 years, because Poo Shiesty just did 5 years. He violated his parole. So the most they could give him back is like 5 years. And if they do give him 10 and stretch it, he won't do more than like 7 to 8 years in the pen. And he'll be free and gangster back at it again. And this time they won't be catching him. Believe me, it's gonna be bullet flying. And he already told us that if he pull over now, we won't see him until he's old. You'll be see what's going on. Let's see what Tekashi and J. Cole is up to now.
Yeah, MDC, look, hold on. Right at the gate.
Right at the gate. J. Cole is a good dude. He went out there to welcome Tekashi. This is what a lot of prisoners would love for, people to out there meet them with gifts and shower them and,
let them know that yeah, we're happy you're back out in society, you know what I mean? So J. Cole was there for 6ix9ine. I never knew that they were this tight, you know, and linking like this, but it's a good look nonetheless. Yeah, at its best. 6ix9ine here be looking like some native Indian. Like this is his real it's real hair, bro. No coloring, nothing, no clowny look. And he been moving hard in the prison. You can see it with how he came out with his hair. He be linking up with his Mexican and all his Latino warriors in that joint. You know what I mean? And they be looking out for him because he's famous and all of that. So it doesn't seem that he underwent any pressure. You know, he has been through all the pressure since the early part of his career when he was causing a lot of trouble. But he's still on the side of causing trouble out in rapper, you know. But I'm with him more than on the side of 21 Savage. Because we seen 21 Savage be making a lot of hit records, making it to fame, singing about gangsterism, gangster life. Now him and Meek Mill talking about focus on money and no more gangster shit because they ain't real gangster. You know what I mean? And that's some punk shit, you know what I mean? Like you don't have to be going out there looking for trouble. You can take care of your family and make the money and still be gangster. But now basically 21 Savage and Meek Mills and with quite a few other rappers be coming out about stay far from jail and doing dumb shit. Like they be categorizing being a gangster as some dumb shit nowadays. And that is what they rap about and make success off of. And now they're turning their back on the gangsters and the gangster life and the gangster fans. Right? Because that's how they gain fans from singing about gangster and street life. Now they're turning away from it and talking down on people who are gangster. That doesn't make any sense. You know, they should lose all the funds and all the money they made from those gangster rap if they're going to all of a sudden relegate themselves from this gangster thing. You know what I mean? They should lose all their funding, all their fans, everything that they made from these gangster rap. You know, and the gangster culture. Yeah.
Know that. Thank you. Oh, by the way, why you open that? Look, 101, Maduro signed it. Maduro, 2nd of April, Venezuela forever. 6ix9ine.
Yeah, that's some top boss in the joint. Madurello. Yeah, we heard his name. We heard his name in the news. That guy 6ix9ine mentioned. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so he got some blessing from some big chief. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a good look. And he look fresh and clean. He look healthy. You know, he be eating good in that place there, you know? I hate those prison sweater, man. Them prison sweater be just looking dry.
Yeah, look. Yo, you gotta bring you back. Shit.
Y'all seen that birdhouse or that Barbie house that Jaden, the son of Will Smith, be walking around with? That is what this reminds me of. Like it's becoming a thing, like the purse thing, you know what I mean? Yeah, they're making it trendy or they're trying to normalize it. You see what I'm saying? So let's see. He's giving him some high-tech chain, some heavy jewelry. Let's look at it.
That shit is hard. Hold on, put it on the floor. Yeah. Right, this. What's that? Is that? There's a federal floor right here. How you take it up?
Federal floor.
Oh my god.
Yeah, a lot of guys don't be liking when other guys be putting on them chains. Like the fans, I be see people like, why does he have to make some other guy put on his chain? Why can't he put it on himself? But it's just honor. It's just honor. That's how it is. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's the thing now. You know what I mean? You getting signed, you get your chain. Yeah. And we see the brother we conduct the interview with Alkaline. Boy, him come off as a waste man. Because him a tell Alkaline about where him chain there and a long time him a defend the vendetta and nobody they ever see him. And him a talk about him want chain from Alkaline. Alkaline, Alkaline should have run him away, as much as me is a Gaza man. I don't know if you see the interview, but I just look at first part I watch. Probably just about 10 minutes in the interview I watch. And it's a 35 minutes interview. Alkaline did look all uneasy and comfortable. And then this guy interviewing him, asking Alkaline to give him a chain because he is a fan for years. And no one never seen him out on the battlefield because there has been plenty war in the social media space between Gaza and Vendetta for many years. And we've never seen that motherfucker defending no one. Okay? We don't know his face. And he wants chain from Alkaline. If I was ever Alkaline and he come and ask me about chain, I just get up and walk out of the interview and just done it there. Because that was the first part of the interview, so he wouldn't be able to have anything to upload. You know what I mean? But you don't know, so the alka sexual them behave.
I'll put the pendant on.
This pendant is big. Look at the pendant. It's huge.
This shit is gas. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
That's gas for sure, bro.
Shit. That boy looking like shit.
That shit look like, you got 90 days till I'm back. Y'all got all the time to that day.
Yeah. Look at it again.
Yeah.
MDC, look, dog.
Right at the gate.
Heavenly Father.
You know that.
Thank you. Oh, by the way, while you open that, look, 101, Maduro signed it.
Maduro.
Tomorrow, 2nd of April, Venezuela forever. 6'9", 1 edition.
Yeah, look. Look, you gotta bring you back.
Let's look up Maduro.
That shit is hard. Hold on, put it on the floor. Right? That's this.
What's that?
There's a federal floor right here. How you take it up? Hold on. Oh my God.
Right here, back.
Put it on top of this.
Okay, the president.
That shit hard. You see? This shit is gas. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro.
Yeah.
Shit. That boy looking like 6'9".
That shit look like, y'all got 90 days till I'm back. Y'all got all the time to that day.
Yeah. So with the Maduro thing, y'all, this is news, y'all. They be saying the former Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro returned to a New York courtroom Thursday as he looked to have his drug trafficking indictment thrown out over a geopolitical dispute concerning legal fees. You know what I'm saying? It's the first time that Maduro and his wife, Celia Flores, appeared in court since a January arrangement at which he protested their capture by U.S. military forces and declared, "I am not guilty. I am a decent man, the constitutional president of my country." Flores has also pleaded not guilty. Right? That's his wife. Okay, both remain jailed at a detention center in Brooklyn, and neither has asked to be released on bail. Judge Alvin Ellenstein has yet to set a trial date. Okay, yeah, that's why I had said earlier that I've heard that name in the media a lot. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to 6ix9ine. He was in locked with Maduro, the Venezuelan president. Damn. But America tried to tarnish his reputation by saying he made himself president. He wasn't officially a president and wasn't recognized. The CIA will tell these lies, to have people frown upon these accused people, you know what I mean? So we can't believe them lies. Shout out to President, let me get his full name. Former Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife, Celia Flores. Okay? Yeah. So Poo Shiesty be coming out of the joint just as quick as this. Because as I said, Tekashi 6ix9ine shit was serious. His big court case was serious. His probation and restriction that was placed on him was very serious. He violated a very serious restriction that the federal had placed against him. And he did his time, couple months, right? Now I know that Poo Shiesty case is more serious because he got charged for kidnapping, robbing with aggravated whatever, aggravated robbery and all of that. So yeah, as I said, Poo Shiesty will be out like in less than 10 years. If but he's definitely gonna get a good lawyer, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just speculating the worst. So with the worst that he could get is near to 10 years. And I'm sure that he's gonna get a good lawyer who is gonna work for him, him and Big 30, and they gonna get off in less than 5 years. I'm sure. Free Lil Durk, free Tory Lanez. I forgot to say free Tory Lanez. That man should be free. You know what I mean? He's dropping his album. He's working up a storm from behind the cell. Y'all seen what he been up to the other day. He had been dropping some previews and some promotional things for people to expect his album, which people are already hyped about. You know what I'm saying? Because his music's never fail. People love his sound. Tory Lanez got this sound that the fans love. You know what I'm saying? Similar to like when Triple X Temptation had came on the scene. So yeah, that's that. We're gonna end this here. I'm out,